Look at this video of Osama Son. Does anything here look familiar? From the hair to the shoes and even his album covers. Many fans of the underground call him a Playboi Carti clone, but his fans call him an innovator who's one of the most artistic people in the industry. So, what really is it?
We rolling deep.
Mic check.
2003, Columbus, Ohio. Amari Deshaun Adam Milton was born to a gigantic family.
Yeah, I just got a big ass family.
Amari had two different upbringings, one in Columbus and one in Goose Creek, South Carolina, with a family who was musically inclined.
I've always been around music because my uncles, they used to do music.
A young Amari started listening to just about everybody you could think of. Young Thug, Future, and most especially, Playboi Carti, being a 15-year-old during the release of Carti's debut album, Die Lit. The way that Carti performed, dressed, and moved, and made his visuals was like watching a superstar in the making. Everything was all magic to a young Amari, but he still had a long way to go.
And I'm Amari Middleton, and this is Gator Sport. Our boys baseball team went up against James Allen High School Monday.
But Amari wasn't just making content, he was also consuming it, being about 16 to 17 during the rollout of both Whole Lotta Red and Eternal Take. And by the time those two albums were coming, everybody's eyes were on the two. And this amount of attention and buzz was detrimental to the development of a young Amari. But hold up, there's something changing within Carti. He started wearing darker clothing, paying more homages to St. Peter, and was cooler, shaping the way a young Amari would look at the world in the future. And by the time 2020 rolled around, everything shut down, and a young Amari couldn't go outside, giving him an insane amount of free time, creating music under the name Damn 4K, aspiring to be the next Pierre Bourne.
I wanted to be a mainstream producer, so I was making beats and shit, posting them on YouTube, but it really wasn't getting no traction. But
so he pivoted and focused on music, using the name Prada Umari. And this was the same year where Playboi Carti dropped his sophomore album, Whole Lotta Red. And Amari was a fan, growing up listening to the album, influencing his sound just 2 years later. Amari decided to lock in even more with music, changing his name to Osama Son.
My dad, his name is Osama, and I'm a junior. Osama Son.
And as every musician does, they take inspiration from the people they listen to, with Osama remixing songs from his favorite artists.
Hop in a push start jack. These niggas be going outside. Got a big gun and it came with a flash.
Amari then walked the stage, graduating from Goose Creek. But the music wasn't popping off. He wasn't too up with his money, and it seemed like everything was getting hard.
No, I think that's it. It's really 10 jobs.
You worked 10 jobs before you became a rapper?
Yeah.
And it was also in 2022 that Carti's label Opium started taking over the world. Whole Lotta Red finally got itself a tour, and the aesthetics behind it were everything that a teenager wanted to have at the time. And this inspired a young Osama Son, dropping the music video Go to Hell. And Osama was getting taken even more seriously with his music, working with new producers such as Perk 40. And due to the traction, Osama would get posted on various Instagram pages. But no one in the mainstream wanted to give him a chance yet. So he forced his way into the mainstream by getting interviewed by Genius.
The old me, I'm going out like Kobe. No, you cannot hold me. That is, she said, hold me.
And with Osama getting this push, he started connecting with various producers and artists, with them being dubbed as Slay World Jr. In the process of working with these producers and artists, Osama would develop a distinct style in his music, known as the Osama Stutter. Although Osama needed one more thing to finally get his music out there, and that was a manager. And what better manager to do it than one of the most influential names in the underground, High Tech Steph.
Yeah, shout out my nigga Steph, bro. My nigga Steph in like the islands right now, bro. I swear to God.
And one song finally changed everything for Osama.
I love make shit dip, yeah.
Osama was eventually on top of the underground, with parallels to a guy who was making connections and blowing up 6 years ago. Being at the top of the underground forces you to make two decisions: to blow up and get out, or stay there and be the face of the scene. And one thing that these artists always do is lock in with a great producer. And Osama Son would do just that with the producer for his debut mixtape, Osama Season. Osama Season's cover being a direct homage to Playboi Carti's self-titled, introduced by the song. The album had a set of producers that would define Osama's career, especially Draco FM, producing the song. But the song that really put Osama on the map is a track that took over the entire underground, and that was Osama Son's entire world was changing, going from a guy who was barely making ends meet, working weird jobs just to make money, to a sold-out show in New York City, with hundreds of kids singing his songs. He was on top of the world, but being on top also means that people want to drag you down, taking everything you built away. As Osama Season dropped, his haters started comparing him to another artist, Kenyatta Lee Fraser Jr., aka Ken Carson. And that was because of one song on the project. Because people were comparing him to great artists. That didn't mean Osama was gonna stop anything. If anything, he was gonna do even more. And just like every great artist coming up, Osama needed a duo.
What the fuck, I'm going up. Flex drugs, feeling fun. Flex guns, you ain't nothing.
Yo, we in the car. All the cool dudes in the car.
I do this shit for Lil O, bro. Shout out Lil O. Shout out Lil O.
Previewing the project that would put Lil O damn near into the mainstream. Now, fans gave this album hella controversy because of the clone allegations, with Opium fans comparing it to the rollout of A Great Chaos because of its use of the low fidelity 2000s aesthetics. But again, Osama proved that he's way more than what his doubters think he is. But as every great artist grows and drops music, people want to see them live, both the haters who want to see him fail and the supporters who wanted to mosh to every single song. And Osama provided that by partnering with Rolling Loud on the Flex Music Tour.
Texas sold out, bitch. You know fucking hot, bitch.
But even at the top of the world, Osama Son had to face the biggest threat of his career.
1300 leak? What is that?
It didn't, bro. They capped.
And another figure that was part of the original Slay world, Jace, dropping the song.
Clarence when she had the motion to pass me. Too bad Clarence grew up in Goose Creek.
Nah, not Osama Son. I don't see him being his ass cloning.
Clone. I don't fuck with that shit. We should ban that word.
You can't look at yourself as a loser, man, because if you look at yourself as a loser, you're gonna automatically be a loser. You gotta wake up with that confidence every day, like, yeah, I'm the man. You know, I wake up every day and be like, yeah, I'm the man.
See the fit, right?
And they used to call me low, hit a bitch, now I'm big.
What's up? I actually love all of you so much. No matter what you think about me, no matter what you see about me, I still love you.
It's never a setback. A setback is never a setback. It's really a push forward, but you just gotta take the punches and roll with it, man, and keep going. You know, this shit not gonna make you better.
Limb to limb, I follow you.
The kid from Goose Creek achieved everything he's ever dreamed of.
You know, feed my family and just take care of everybody and do what I love, you know, so it feels good. It feels pretty normal. It just feels like I was born to do this. It's like.
Dear Slum, keep your head up and keep going. It's only gonna get better. Love you, kid. From Lil O.